All right. Okay, so kind of interesting. Today is kind of a battle. It's a very interesting battle. You've been noticing we've been pitting these characters against each other, even though they're all in one big happy family. What up? Good to see you. Good to see all of you degens that would blow out part of your Friday that you'll never get back in this degenerate NFT space that we love so much. Because then you don't care if the markets go up, markets go down. Who cares? So Johnny Midas, what's up? Ooh, you're in the desert. Hot as hell. Guess what? It's 90 degrees here in Sherman Oaks. So I don't feel sorry for you. JJ, what up? So yeah, so today we pit. This is behind the fourth wall for sure. So this is the Samote STiX, which I'll show you him. He's pretty cool. So this is a Samote, which is kind of my favorite project. Well, it's not kind of. It's my favorite project. If I had to pick one, if someone had a gun to the brain box, I would probably say Samote. One of my other favorite projects, and by the way, I like the artwork. The teams are cool. What they're doing at Samote is, for me, the right pace, the right kind of connections. It's very organic, and I just like what they're doing. And Nick over there is doing a lot of really cool stuff. So that's where we're at. So that's the Samote team, and then I will show you the individual piece so you can take a closer look. And also, this is one of the rarer ones because it's very few traits and it's all green. So green skull cap, green Samote shirt, which there's only a few Samote shirts because that's like dream within a dream, whatever, right? And it's very inside baseball. And then we have the pants green and the green shoes. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 traits. It's very minimal traits. So that's kind of cool. And then we will go over to our Trippy. So Paradise Trippy is one of the other projects we really like. And we like the Paradise Trippy's project different. We like the Paradise Trippy's project because we really love Rui's artwork. We love Rui's artwork. Rui Duarte is awesome. So we're supporters of Rui. And cool, they're doing some cool things at Paradise Trippy's. They're working to build this cool island where there's going to be gaming, and we think all sorts of crazy things are going to happen. And there's 14 different main characters, good ones, bad ones, and then there's these special characters and all this kind of stuff. And who knows what will ever come of that project? Is it going to be magical, make everyone rich? I don't know. I don't know about any of this stuff. You buy stuff where you like the artwork. So in this one, we have the Trippy Boogeyman on the shirt, and you'll notice except for his shoes, so he has a Trippy fedora hat, the Trippy Boogie shirt, and then he's got the board shorts, which is the first one with board shorts, and he's got the blue shoes. So minimal traits, but all of these traits are pretty rare. Like the Trippy fedora is very rare, like very, very rare. So anyway, it's kind of cool. A lot of rare stuff on these. And they came in, there was some early bidding on these that already took them up to $0.25. Now remember, I want to tell everyone the rule, just so you know, because when we do these, you know, sometimes people get excited or whatever. We love it. It's great that we're kind of getting ready for the big launch, which will be soon, which will be a generative launch of 4,321 pieces. That'll be sometime in March, we think. And that'll be, you know, we'll do the whitelist thing and we'll do all that kind of stuff. This set is a set of 20. There are 5 special pieces in addition to the 20 that you see here in the OGs. There'll be 25 total, and we will give those other 5 in addition to other artwork, because you'll be getting, I guess I can kind of let the proverbial cat out of the bag. Brandon's going to be doing a lot of sketch work, and every week to every other week, everybody will be getting sketches, like original sketches, 1 of 20 sketches. So I guess we would probably do it'd be 1 of 20 because there'd be 20 owners. But then again, you guys might sell some of your pieces, so it might be 25 owners. I'll probably talk to him, but everything will be a limited run. Any of his artwork that he does for the OGs, and it'll be only for the OGs. It won't be for the next launch. It'll just be for the OGs, and it'll be probably do free mint on those where you can go mint one if you want, but it'll be original artwork signed by him, numbered by him, which would be pretty dope. So that's kind of cool. And then we'll be doing calls and all sorts of other stuff as we build out what it would look like in the future. But for now, if you like the art, if you like the meminess, if you like the idea of kind of making fun of ourselves at the same time as having fun, that will be cool. Let's see. Can we let me say hello to everyone. By the way, Michael, hello. Favorite color is green. Oh, interesting. And hello from Oregon. Barno, what's up? JD, look at all these awesome PFPs. Let's see. Let me see. Nick, can you make it so we don't get creamed with gas fees like Polygon or something? We thought about that, but so many people are having trouble going back and forth. So what we're going to do is we'll probably make it a 721A token. We'll see if we can launch that way. I know that Twitters is launching today and they're experimenting with that. That should work. I know that Cosmic Trippies is going to do that as well with their Cosmic Trippies when they launch in a few days. We'll be able to see a couple of these 721A tokens fire out and see how those mints go. But for minting, that'll probably be how we do it, and you won't get crushed at all. You could mint. Well, we're going to limit the mint, right? We don't want people minting hundreds. We want people to mint, a couple or whatever. But you'll be able to mint for very, very minimal fees. It's very lightweight on the fees, the 721A designation. Belinda, nice to see you over on the Thetis. Okay, so cool. So we've been doing also a lot of discussion about kind of the game theory behind these launches, behind auctioning, and kind of hopefully some of the behaviors you guys should have if you want to really maximize your benefits. And so one of the things about these, let me get back to comments. One of the things about these auctions that you want to do is you want to make sure you have sufficient time to make a decision. You kind of want to make your decisions in advance about where you're going to bid, what you're willing to do or not to do. And you don't want to give other people extra time to respond. Ideally, if everyone is bid correctly, this thing ends without going 1 second over that first 10 minutes. So what you do is, and we're already in the last, but coming up to the last 10 minutes, you don't want to bid at the last second because that bumps the time on the auction 10 more minutes. That doesn't help you. That helps the other people that may have been thinking about 10 minutes. Look, in 10 minutes, you can put money in from your bank to Coinbase, Coinbase to Ethereum to your MetaMask wallet, and you can convert to wrapped Ethereum, and you can start bidding. So that's too much time. Don't give people that much time. You should be bidding with, when there's 10 minutes left, as close to the 10-minute mark, ideally the 10.5-minute mark, because you don't want to keep pushing out the clock and giving people chances. Does that make sense? So that's the idea. Jerry Joe, what's going on? So that's the idea. So I just want you to, as you guys are doing these, these are kind of cognitive exercises too when you're doing these auctions. So kind of get inside your enemies, and then it's not enemies, right? But kind of get inside the people that you're competing with. Why this is a particularly interesting one is because you're looking at the STiX, which are kind of in themselves these memes for like where the crypto culture is. That's cool. You're also going Samote versus Trippies, which are two communities where the communities are very vigilant and kind of like, yeah. And a lot of us probably own one or the other or both because they're just cool projects. I think, I don't know. I'm not sure. If I was to guess, I would guess that the Samote piece, my guess is it's more interesting to a lot of people. Because it's kind of hip, but so is the other one. But as far as, so my guess is the Samote one will go for higher. That's just my guess. I don't know. No one knows, but that's just my guess. We'll see. And let me say, what is the floor at now? The floor of which floor? The Samote floor, the Trippies floor, or the floor for these guys? Well, the floor for these guys, you can just scroll up. And for anybody that doesn't know, you can go to OpenSea Collection STiX. Matter of fact, let me make sure there's a banner for that. Just see if you guys want to go and kind of follow along in the fun. Let me see. Do we have the banner for this? Yep. There. Okay, so that's our banner. Whoop, whoop. Okay, so when you're looking for the floor, you would just go to the top of the collection right when it populates on OpenSea. And right now the floor is on here because there's going to be different floors. There's going to be a floor here and a floor on LooksRare or whatever. But the floor here, and by the way, we did put in with OpenSea to get it as a verified set. I filled out the form and did all that stuff. They have to prove that it's us doing it. Oh, you can't see that. So the floor right now is 5.22. So people are not so much flipping these. So that's kind of cool. So we have, like, if you go across the board, it's 0.25, 0.25, and that's for the auctions. The current price of number 5 is 5.22. Number 2 is going for 10. You can have that for 10. Number 6, Connor, for 10. Let's see. Number 1, not even for sale. So none of the other ones are even listed for sale. So that's what you got. And yeah, you get that a lot in these kind of small sets where people want to keep. Look, if someone's going to give you 10 ETH, man, take it. You're not going to hurt our feelings. They're going to give you 5, 5.5. Go. I mean, I bought a Karafuru. Karafuru. You have to be careful when you say that, so you don't get, you don't curse or get canceled. But Askus, what's up? You have to say that one careful too. That when you're like, for the Karafurus, I bought mine in the 4s. There's been in the last few hours, Brandon and I were going back and forth. They've had sales for 15, like 3 different sales were 15 or above ETH. And that's a project that just launched. Now there's 5,000 pieces. There's a lot more involvement. It's based on a toy company, all this kind of stuff, which is great. But these things, you kind of get where you have one and then you're like, well, I don't want to let it go. Like, this is mine. It's my special little weird thing. It's funny, the relationship, like, you don't form this kind of relationship to your stock, to your equities, even to crypto. Like, I'll let it go. I'll let my crypto go. Bye. The only crypto I don't want to let go, well, right now I don't want to let go of Looks because I'm earning, and I don't want to let go of Cardano, and I don't want to let go of AGIX or Newton STiX or Fetch. What else would I let? I'd have to go through my portfolio and see, like, if someone had a gun to my head, what I would be willing to part ways with. Okay, so the number. Okay, so 0.3. Oh, interesting. So the Paradise Trippies one just went up. We have about a minute left on the Smote piece. So let's see if any. Oh no, Smote did. Smote says 9 minutes. Wait, let me update. Spinning Wheel of Death. Okay, so it went up just by hair. And so what we got going on is GNT1 and O2 BAC4. I know those are not glamorous names, but those are the 2 in the lead for Smote. Let's look at the last few minutes of these things is the really fun time. Ella Paul, what's up? So we're at 0.3. Now, by the way, if you're going to bet against this one, you should be getting your bid in before it rolls over to 10 minutes. You don't want to extend it. You want to give people as little time as possible to react. Does that make sense? So if you're bidding against 2.5 EE45, who is the current leader in this one, you would be bidding this second right now. You don't wait because you don't want to extend the time, because you don't want to give anyone any extra time to react. Does that make sense? So we'll see. We will see how it goes. So we're 0.3. You guys are going to figure this out. By the time we get done with these auctions, you guys are going to be super auction genius du auction. So let's see where we're at. That's probably not the word for auction in French. Je sais pas le mot. Okay, top bid. Why does it show green as the top bid when it's clearly 0.275? Okay, and the leader here, O2 back 4, BAC4. Okay, cool. I don't have any cool names to tell you, so I don't know anybody's names. But you could probably do, you can click into their wallet. You can go look at what they have, and a lot of people do that too. So, fair warning, one of the tactics that a lot of people will do when they are when they're bidding on expensive stuff, like if you're on the Karafurus or if you're Bored Apes, stuff like that, you look and see how much they've got left in their wallet. You could just bid them out of their wallet. And if you leave them just a little bit amount of time and you bid them outside their wallet, they're going to be jammed up. Jim, what's going on, buddy? Off my firstborn son. He'll be here any day. That's the law of surprise, right, Michael? The law of surprise. You guys, Witcher, anyone? Am I the only one that watches cool stuff, I guess? I grant to you the law of surprise. Shianta. Is that right? Shianta? Good to see you. Okay, so yeah, law of surprise, everyone. All right, so let's see. Let's go back here. By the way, this weekend we will be running a weekend auction, but it's not going to end tomorrow. We're going to give everybody a few days. So it'll start tonight, but it'll run until Sunday at high noon. It will go at Sunday at high noon. And you'll understand why. It'll be a lot of fun. Oh, The Witcher's great. You got to start at the first season though. Don't jump the shark. Go to season 1, go through it, because then you'll have season 1, season 2, and then there's a new show coming, which is the origin story, like what led to The Witcher and the whole thing between the humans and the elves and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, if you're, it came from a video game, which you're like, oh, video games, but it came from a really cool video game. So there you go. Okay, here we go. Hey, what's up, Easy? Okay, so here we are. Let's see. So about 8 minutes left. Oh, kind of on both. They kind of got on the same queue. About 7 minutes left. Okay, so we're at 0.275 on green, on Samote, and 0.3 on Trippy. So this is interesting. My gut feeling was Samote would outperform. Samote, just kind of the whole culture is, in my opinion, it's a little bit more elegant. It's just different kind of groups, right? Different groups that kind of endear themselves to the token. So like the Paradise Trippies group's really cool. It's started by some domainers and they're super laid back, but in with that, you got a lot of like dudes that sell weed, not the people that run the company, but like a lot of the investors are also domainers, and those tend to not be business magnates. just as a general rule, they tend to be more like kind of chill individuals and stuff like that. Whereas the team at Samote seems to be very fashion kind of oriented, very forward thinking, young, hip, kind of a lot of excitement, a lot of action. They know lots of DJs and painters and artists. They're just culturally significant. And they're different. It's not like one is better than the other. It's just they're different. And so the kind of like if you were going to go to a Paradise Trippies party or a Samote party, you would go to a Samote party because you would probably have things you couldn't tell your kids about that happen there, that don't have to do with drugs, but that have to do with like everything else. Houday, what up? So yeah, so man, we're just kind of mixing it up with these last few minutes of this auction. So let's see where we're at. Let's see where we're at. I'm refreshing because we always have to refresh because nothing on OpenSea is real time. And about every 10 times you refresh, the whole site's going to break because that's what OpenSea does, because that's the only thing it's good at is breaking. Now, I had some people ask me, well, why aren't you guys selling on LooksRare? I wanted to do this on LooksRare, but you can't yet do this on LooksRare. One of these days, it'll have the functionality. They're building all of this in. And so the second market for all of this stuff should definitely be LooksRare. So go, if you're going to list stuff, if you guys want to flip, and hey, we are not mad at anybody that flips, but if you're going to flip it and make some money. Don't shoot yourself in the foot. Well, you know what? Do whatever you want, right? Do whatever you want. But I would urge you not to shoot yourself in the foot. And ideally, you're investing kind of with your desire to have the pieces of art. So, which means you're not going to overinvest. And so you're going to be in a position where you're willing to sit on the artwork. But if you're not, make sure someone pays you for it. You know why? Because people that come in after the fact, they didn't do the work you did, right? They didn't do the work you did to get the original pieces. So don't sell them for dust. At least wait till the generative happens and see if people want to come back and go look for very rare OG pieces, which, you always do. Think if you could go get OG pieces of some of the other collections that you really like. Yeah, I like them both. I mean, I like the Trippy Boogie. It's a cool piece. It's a really cool piece. But I just like the overall kind of art style of Samote. And again, I love Rui Duarte, who's the artist of Paradise Trippies, one of the artists of Paradise Trippies. He's amazing. But I just tend to like this Central South American style. I like the flavor a little bit more. Plus, I lived in Mexico. I lived in some other places. where you speak Spanish, and that's that. Okay. I lived in Spain. That was fun. So anyway, so there's this emote piece, which I think is awesome. So that's the, if I've got it right, that's a monkey. He's got the emote shirt, and it's the Medusa one with the snakes. Those pieces are dope. If you haven't taken a look at Emote, just the pieces are very culturally significant. It's based on this artist who's kind of Basquiat style, kind of vigilante guy, and the government was hunting him in Argentina. And finally, they're just like, screw it, we can never catch this guy. And they said, okay, go paint this. You can go paint certain things. And so they kind of gave him like the green light to go paint stuff. It's pretty cool. It's a really cool story. But anyway, and they're a launching pad for other artists, and you can take the Emote pieces and stake them. You can stake the Emote pieces. It is retarded, but the good kind. You can stake it, and they pay you tokens, and then you can use the tokens. They're going to have like all sorts of cool clothing and gear, and they're doing all these partnerships with a bunch of designers and things like this. It's pretty wicked. And then we have Mr. Trippy. Let's go ahead and extend him. So we're down to about 2 minutes, but let me show you. So this is actually an incredibly rare piece. This is a full Trippy boogeyman. So the boogies are pretty rare anyway. So it's Trippy hat, the fedora with the I forget what do you call that piece? I don't know, the ribbon, whatever that's called. And then you have the Trippy boogie with the eye patch and Trippy scarf, like full Trippy thing, which is super dope and super rare. So you're behind the fourth wall for sure on this set. Okay, so let's see what happens. And so 2-5 EE45 is still in the lead. Let's see what's going on. Let me go to the big sheet. Let me go to the big sheet. 5 to go. Oh, it's going to be less now. Okay, 2 minutes to go. So very interesting. It always gets down to the last couple of minutes. I get tense. I'm like, any moves? Who's making moves? I tell you, I will be surprised if the Trippies one wins. And I like it, but if the Trippies ones win, that would be a great victory. But certainly, I didn't suspect it. So we'll see. The early bidding, by the way, like yesterday came in. It was all on the side of Emote. The OG. The OG STiX Trippies one just started getting bids earlier, but maybe they were playing the right kind of game theory. Who knows? Okay, any second we'll know. We will know. Maybe it ends right here. Maybe this is it. Maybe it's a quick day. It's in and out. People bid exactly what they wanted, and that is that. We'll see. Trying to. Oh, I'm getting the spinning pinwheel of death. Let's see if I can speed this guy up. Spinning pinwheel of death. 26 seconds left. Okay, so we're down just to the wire. Oh, of course. Let me get over here. Okay, so any second, like literally 10 seconds, 15 seconds, it'll either be over or it'll be continuing. Few seconds left. Woof. Let's see. Let's see if they end. Still a few seconds left. Oh. Now should be it. Now we should either be done or not done. That's it. Look how quick that was. So let's go. We'll look at final prices. Cool. And good. So that means people were bidding appropriately and people were bidding early. So good on everybody today. So very interesting. So Trippies versus Emote. Trippies won. The people have spoken. Cool. Okay, so let me welcome whoever is 25EE45. Welcome to the fam. GNT, Bob, thank you for joining us. Thank you for playing. Good job. There's more of these, so do not stress. We have two very iconic. So the battle, it's a battle. The next one is a battle. So let me see. All right, cool. So welcome both of you. This was Bob. Oh, so Bob, you did win. Well, welcome, Bob. Okay. So great. I'm glad you guys got what you want. I'm also glad that it didn't just continue to bid. What I was going to say is any of these pieces, there's two pieces going over the weekend that may collect a bit of a run. If any bid hits 1 ETH, it's over. I'm not going to let any one bid past that. So don't. And I say that you're like, yeah. I'm not trying to goose it. I'm just saying if I see any pre-bidding and it gets up to an Ethereum, I'm ending the auction right then. Whoever got it at 1 ETH, the first person to go to an ETH is getting it. We're not trying to sell these for more than that. That's not really the point. The point is to get them to the people that like them, but to be, somewhat reasonable, which is also why we're keeping it like the early bids are like 0.05 or 0.1 to keep it in the community. Anyway, thank you, everybody. And let me see if I missed anything. Oh, yeah. Hey, what's up, Gordon? Good to see you, man. Okay, so yeah, that's it. I will show you. Should I show you? Should I? I don't know. I wish Brandon was here. We've been working on the art this morning. Let me see. Let me see if I can do something real quick. Give me a second. I'm going to pull a little shenaniganery. Let's see. Are you participating in the beta sale today? No, because I got a pack last week and it sucked. It sucked. So I'm kind of, I don't know, man. I collect so many of these things. I like these. What in the hell's going on? Oh, sorry. I touched the wrong button. Okay. Let me do something real quick and see if I can find, I did a picture of the two that are going to go up today. I just got to find them. Give me just a second. City Midianko, what's going on, buddy? Where is that thing? I'm moving while this is happening, I'm like moving windows around and crap. Okay, there it is. All right, let me do something. Let me do something for you guys. Bam. Now, you guys know who these guys are. I'm guessing. So it's Charles Hoskinson and Vitalik Buterin. And so we want to do this on the weekend. And again, the whole theme of these is like A versus B, one or two, Alice or Bob, kind of this battle. So you got Vitalik Buterin, and there's a couple of cool things. One, his hand, it's a DeFi pool that has clearly been drained, which I think is super dope. So anyway, yeah, it's a DeFi pool that got drained. And then, of course, Charles has his lobster. He's got his medallion. They both have their medallions. And, of course, Charles getting on through YouTube. Oh, and by the way, the to-do list, if you can't see it, the lobster's like a big thing, Vincent, in the whole kind of Charles Cardano lore of him communicating. The lobster has become this kind of really interesting mascot of Cardano. It's kind of goofy and crazy, but it's kind of awesome. His head's a little small. You mean Vitalik's, don't you? But anyway, so the to-do list is Ethereum 2 and Twitter is what is checked for Vitalik Buterin, which is, obviously a little nod to the fact that he wakes up at the crack of noon with not a lot of give a crap left in the tank. So anyway, these are two pieces that we've been going back and forth on. And of course I say I have very minimal input. I have zero artistic input, and I just have a little bit of ephemeral input. But Brandon is kind of the genius behind all of this. And so anybody that didn't get to see the show Wednesday, Wednesday we had him on, and he was just kind of talking about what it takes to create one of these projects. Really cool stuff. Anyway, I'll let you guys go. Have a great day. You will see a notification. The show, yesterday's show is coming on. Yesterday's Money Map show, for those of you that didn't get to see it, it is coming on this channel in about 2 hours and a half. So around 3 o'clock. I'm sorry, the scheduling was weird because of the way I had whatever. And then tomorrow around in the morning time, today's show from Money Map will also come on. So if you're bored and you want to hear me and Eric wax philosophical, but anyway, so there it is. That is the excitement for the day. So welcome the new OGs that joined the STiX. I'm glad. And for those of you that kind of hung out with us, it's kind of fun And we will continue to do this until these suckers are out. And then, yeah, we can do some fun stuff. And if you guys want to have a head-to-head auction, so right, like if a couple of you guys are like, hey, I want to auction this and this, whatever, we could have head-to-head auctions again and cover it the same way. It doesn't have to be for our stuff. It can be for your stuff. This is the kind of head-to-head thing. Could be a kind of fun live model. So anyway, great. So yeah, so these are the two. They'll go up in a few hours. And they'll be up over the weekend, and they'll close out on Sunday sometime around noon. That way it'll be kind of pre-Super Bowl. But these will be kind of interesting. I'm very curious to see how people react. So anyway, in the battle today that was Trippy v or versus Paradise Trippy versus Samote. Paradise Trippy's won. Hey, what can I say? Winners are winners. And then there's the rest of us. All right. Have a great day. Stay out of trouble. Stay in school. Don't do anything about porn, solving, drunk, strong on meth. Grandmother wouldn't do. And as you know, that is so very little.